Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder once again with another Reddit story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for not having a burning urge to spend time with my partner's daughter? Burning urge feels like a weird word choice to me. If you have a burning urge, you need to see a doctor. I've been with my fiance for about 1.5 years, and we have been living together about 3 months. He is divorced and has an 8-year-old daughter who lives with us. He shares custody with his ex-wife, but the girl spends a lot more time with us than she does with her, as she is not very willing to visit her mother, especially in the last couple of months. The girl loves me very much and I love her, but I can't seem to develop deeper feelings towards her. What's deeper than love? As I haven't known her for her entire life, only for 1 year or so. I have a feeling that I will never love her as much as her father loves her, which is natural because she isn't my daughter. I haven't given birth to her, and I don't have any maternal instincts as I don't have children of my own yet. When I started dating my fiance, his daughter spent about half a week at his place and the other half at her mother's. In the beginning, we had plenty of time to be alone and spend time with each other. However, since we started living together, it seems as though we have less time for each other because the kid is with us all the time. You get a red flag for using the term the kid. She doesn't want to spend time with her mother. It has honestly become exhausting for me because I like my freedom and I like to be able to relax when I get home from work and spend some time with my fiance, but I can't do that anymore because the kid is around all the time. Another red flag for you. Don't get me wrong, I love her. You're a liar. She's very sweet and kind, but honestly, it's becoming too much, especially because she's home all the time and I can't seem to develop the need to spend time with her or miss her when she isn't around. I don't know how to communicate this to my fiance without hurting his feelings or making it seem like I can't stand his daughter. I knew what I was getting into from the beginning, but the situation has changed as she now spends much more time with us, and I just wish we had more time for ourselves. I feel like our relationship is suffering because of this. I feel like he takes everything I've sacrificed to live with him for granted, and that he feels I have to love his daughter as if I'm her biological mother. Also, it's not like she doesn't have anyone else. Her grandmother, who loves her very much, lives very near, and she could honestly spend some more time there. It's not like she needs to be home all the time. Am I the astronaut for not having a natural urge to spend time with this child and for wanting some time for myself? Okay, OP, there are two separate things going on here, and you're making yourself into a much bigger asshole than is necessary. Let me clear something up for you. Every parent wishes they had more time for themselves. Every parent couple wishes they had more us time. Okay, that's a natural parent thing. However, you're taking it a step further and you are now resenting your partner's child enough to call her this kid or the kid. Like you're resenting her for that. You said you knew what you were getting into whenever you made this decision to be with him, but the situation has changed. Bullshit. Did he have a daughter then? Does he have a daughter now? Nothing has changed. You accepted the risk that she might someday live with y'all full time whenever you got with him, because that's what having a child means. It means you have a child. So you looked at this as she's only going to be around X percent of the time. Okay, I think I could do that. And now that you're in it, you're like, I regret all of this. I thought I'd have a lot more me time. Okay, and I understand. I understand what you're saying. I understand it. But let's just divide this amongst the two halves here and say that the need for more me time and more us time is a common parent thing. You cannot let that need, which is a selfish need, let's just call it what it is. It's a selfish need, and that's okay. You have to fill up your own cup. To be a good parent, you have to fill up your own cup. That's on this side. The other side of it is resenting the child for it. And I'm saying the child, the kid, your partner's daughter. You can't do that as a parent. And I'm calling you a parent because you willingly entered into a relationship where your partner had a child. You get to be a parent. Whether it's a bonus parent or a step parent is up to you. Kind of feeling like you're choosing the stepmom route right now, which is unfortunate. But if you can start to understand that your selfish needs for more you time and more us time are things that are shared with every parent, and start working a solution to those instead of just being pissed off at a child for it, you're going to find yourself in a much healthier and happier place. And you know what? A lot of parents go through this too. Okay. When you're not feeling like you have enough me time or enough us time, you have to be intentional about, number one, communicating that to your partner and being like, hey, I think we really need to schedule some us time. How do you feel about doing a couples weekend next weekend? How do you feel about doing a little weekend getaway? Start planning things. And if you need to fill up your own cup, communicate that and be like, hey, I'm noticing like a stress and anxiety because I haven't been able to do some of the selfish things I like to do before. Would you mind if I took an hour and did this thing that I really feel like will help fill up my cup? Your partner will appreciate that. Whenever Candy Thunder and I got, I think, emotionally wise enough to start communicating those things and started understanding what was happening, we'd start encouraging each other to do more things that filled up our respective cups. She is great when she can tell that I'm stressed about being like, hey, why don't you go do this thing that I know you love doing this weekend? You need to do something for you. Have a partner like that. I have a sneaking suspicion here, OP, that you are not saying to your partner, have you done anything for you lately? I feel like you need to fill up your cup. It's tough. Oh, Lady Artemis. Oh, says, if this is love to OP, what is hate? What is resentment? You do not love this child, OP. You've convinced yourself that you can put the label of love on it because you willingly entered into a relationship with someone who has a child, but that is not what you're doing. You're saying that you love her, but really you just resent her. And I'm telling you, the more you focus on solutions to filling up your own cup and your couple cup, feels weird to say, but you know what I mean. The more that you do that, the happier you're going to be, the less stressed you're going to be in general. And you're going to start seeing more opportunities to have fun with her, to do bonding activities with her, because you're not going to be so pissed off all the time. Start working the problem, the real problem, instead of just being pissy to a kid about it. It's a you problem. It's on you to fix it.